Hello and welcome, my name is Andrew, and in this video I will show you how to limit the number of form responses using JetFormBuilder and one of its Pro add-ons. This feature can be used when you want each respondent to make only one or several submissions, or your total responses shouldn't exceed a specific number. Before I start, let me remind you to like our videos and subscribe to the CrocoBlog channel. Surprisingly, 2/3 of our viewers are not yet subscribed. In one of our recent videos, Julia explained how to install and activate JetFormBuilder Pro add-ons, so I'm going to omit this part and just say that the add-on that we need in this tutorial is called Limit Form Responses. Once the add-on is activated, let's go to the JetFormBuilder and click Add New to build a new form. I will create a simple form asking site visitors to submit feedback about the new site design. For this, I'll add optional fields for submitting name and email, a required radio button field with 5 evaluation options, an optional text area field for any additional feedback, and a submit feedback button. Once the form content is ready, go to the JetForm tab in the right sidebar and open the Limit Form Responses section. Initially, you'll find two toggles here. The first toggle, Limit Form Responses, allows you to set the total number of form submissions allowed. This can be useful for promotional activities, such as offering discounts on subscriptions or a chance to win a prize for the first 50 users who submit their responses. Activating this toggle reveals several new fields, one for setting the number for allowed form submissions and another called Closed Message for the text that viewers will see instead of the form once the submission limit is reached. Leaving the closed message field blank results in the default message "This form is no longer available" being displayed. Further down the side panel settings, there is another text area field labeled Error Message. Here you can input the text that a person will see when attempting to submit a form that is visible but can no longer be submitted due to reaching the limit. If this field is left blank, the default message "This form can no longer accept your request, sorry" will be shown. I hope this explanation is clear, but don't worry, I will also demonstrate how these messages appear later in the video. Of course, this functionality introduced by the first toggle is rather incomplete without the second one, which limits the number of submissions by one user and is activated by the Restrict Users from Multiple Responses toggle. Turning on this option introduces several additional settings. The first one specifies how a single user is identified. The options include the user IP address, logged-in user accounts, and in this case only logged-in users will see the form, assigned cookies ID, and session value, meaning that a user can submit a predefined number of forms per session. The next field, called Maximum Submissions, sets the number of allowed form submissions per user. For this example, I'll set it to 1. The following drop-down menu defines whether these restrictions should be valid forever or expire after a set period. Finally, there are two text fields. The first, labeled Restricted Message, displays a message to users when their personal submission limit is reached, replacing the form view. The second field is for the error message previously discussed. Now, if you want to stylize any aspects of the form fields, you can do that with the Jet Style Manager plugin. If you have it activated, you'll see a brush icon in the top right corner of the editor. And if not, you can download this plugin from the WordPress directory for free and have a ton of styling features for blogs created with Jet plugins. After finishing the form, let's click Update, navigate to the page where we wish to insert the feedback form, and use the JetForm block for insertion to test the limiting functionality. I'll also embed it with a column block to control the form's positioning on the page and switch the form submit time to Ajax. Additionally, I can now apply styling settings from the Jet Style Manager plugin, which will affect all form content, not just specific fields. After clicking Update, let's view the page and the form on the front end. To submit the form, I need to fill in a mandatory field, which in this case is one of the radio button options. The first time I submit a form, I get a "Form is successfully submitted" message, indicating that the form has been submitted and any selected post-submit actions are also executed. However, attempting to submit the form again triggers the pre-composed error message. It is the same message whether the limit is reached by the total number of submissions or by submissions from a single user. Now consider visiting a page where the form should appear after having already submitted it, or simply reload the page with the form. Instead of the form, a restriction message would be displayed. Different messages can be crafted for scenarios when the overall submission limit or the limit per user is exceeded. Using the Limit Form Responses add-on is straightforward, requiring just a few simple settings. It helps ensure fairness and limit spam for forms used in surveys, contests, event registrations, job applications, student assignment submissions, and so on. For similar situation, another add-on, Schedule Forms, can set a submission deadline. If both add-ons are activated, whichever condition is met first, either the response limit or the deadline, will block further form submissions. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope you found it useful. Please leave your comments under the video, like it, and subscribe to the Crocoblock channel. See you next time.